Good morning, y'all. Grateful for another beautiful day. There is no news today, but there is news Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. A lot of landmines this week. But let's get straight into the charts. We're going to be looking at the 1-hour chart. The previous day's highs is up here. We got the 15-minute fair value gap right here and the 1-hour fair value gap that is overlapping. All right. So the 15-minute fair value gap has already been tapped into the previous session and also Asia low, but I do believe price would want to visit the 1-hour fair value gap. And if it does, after taking external range liquidity, coming back down into internal range liquidity, then we will be looking for shorts if there's confirmation, or we'll be looking for longs if there's confirmation from this fair value gap. But yeah, that's about it. I'm going to be using the 15-minute chart to see where price is going to head to. So 1-hour chart, I'm gonna look for draw on liquidity. So right, draw on liquidity, previous day's highs, or internal range liquidity right here. And then 15-minute chart, I'm gonna use for confirmation of that. And then the 5-minute, 1-minute chart, I'm gonna use for my entry, right? So if I see a change in the state of delivery and price, or an inverse fair value gap, or a market structure shift with a fair value gap entry, I'm going to use all of those three entries to enter with the confirmation of the higher time frame price action. So that's going to be that. Now, update. As y'all can see, on this account, I am at 619. This account, I'm at 477 in the drawdown. This account, I'm in drawdown 1600, 832, and 1700. So over the past week, in the holiday and then the day after the holiday, I didn't follow my rules. I basically just kind of started gambling. So I'm gonna try to get my accounts back in the green out of drawdown, and try to salvage those accounts. So we'll see what happens, and we'll see how the market reacts to price today. As y'all can see, price had already taken previous day's highs, which is around 640. So we're going to see if price wants to draw down after taking liquidity, or if price wants to continue to pump. Not sure, but I'm only going to be taking 1-to-1 today, maybe 1.5 R max. But yeah, let's see what happens. This is basically where I am right now after 13 trading days and 9 trading days on these accounts. So this kind of reflects where I am. Hopefully I'll be able to salvage these 4 accounts. This is probably the longest I've actually been trading my funded account following my risk management strategy, but it's I'm getting a little frustrated and I'm getting a little impatient, which is probably the reason why I broke all my rules last week. After seeing all of these red days and not being able to get these out of the red, I've definitely been getting a little frustrated. So I just gotta settle down, dial my emotions down, and think long term. All right, this trade, I took a inverse fair value gap on the 1 minute. My entry was really bad because price just started dumping after it closed and filled that inverse fair value gap. All right, so I don't know if y'all saw, but this fair value gap inversed to the downside, and I took that short. It came back up, stopped me out for a little over break even, and I was watching this area to kind of enter back into, and I'm glad I didn't, because if you look at the 15-minute, it kind of wicked down and it showed me bullish price action, right? So I'm thinking price is going to continue to head up and kind of slowly melt up at this point. Price is basically using 730 open as support. So this is 730 open right here. And then midnight open is going to be right over here. And it's basically using it as support to launch price up higher. I'm going to see if this 1 minute 1 minute candle comes down and respects this fair value gap. And if it does, then I'm going to go long. Yeah, we'll just see what happens. I'm really not liking price action at this point, so I'm going to be monitoring this position. The 15-minute candle looks like it's just kind of swinging around, so I might just put a break-even stop right here. I mean, it's kind of expected because there is no news today. There's 1 hour fair value gap here, 1 hour fair value, 1 minute fair value gap here, 1 minute fair value gap here, and there's no news, so it's kind of just doing chop chop. But we'll see. The 15-minute candle doesn't look bullish or bearish at this point. Okay, it basically stopped me out. Um, yeah, if you look at this candle right here, this is kind of indecision. So I think it's best to just kind of wait for what price is doing. And these candles are freezing up on me. Not quite sure why. So Top Step X, this platform, they basically need to get it together. Like it's not great for trading if candles are freezing like that. All right, y'all. I'm taking MES short here, micro ES. I took 3 contracts. This is most likely going to be one of the last trades that I do have. The reason why I took it is because I saw price make a market structure shift out in premium. And the 15-minute candle basically closed at this. It didn't really inverse, but it was it was enough for me to believe that price is going to be headed down at least into this imbalance. So I'm going to be targeting 2 to 1, um, because there was a market structure shift on the 5 minute, came back up into this fair value gap, which is basically the silver bullet. So we'll see. I mean, I could definitely get stopped out and I could be one and done today, or not one and done, but I could be done trading for today. So we'll just sit tight and see what happens. I'm actually going to set my take profit down here. Um, there's relative equal lows. Actually, there are equal lows right here. So this is basically Asia low and London low on ES. The reason why I'm taking MES is because the price action is a lot cleaner than NQ at this point. So that's why I'm taking MES. But um, yeah, price action looks a lot cleaner here. And I do believe that London low, Asia low that made equal lows right here is going to be taken out. So that's going to be my target. I am going to be trailing my stop. So we'll see what happens here. All right, I'm waiting for price to fill this volume imbalance right here. I'm gonna sell 5 micro ES contracts down to Asia London lows, which also made equal lows. So I do have a strong conviction that it'll head that way. So we will see. Tagged in. Let's see how this trade does. All right, this is the trade that kind of put me on tilt, and I'm glad that I have that risk setting where I can't trade anymore. But I basically entered. It was a perfect entry, but price is bullish. It did not want to go down to Asia London low. That created equal lows, and it eventually stopped me out. I did raise my stop loss, and then I was like, you know what? I just need to just respect my rules. All right, performance stats. Top Step X changed the layout of this page. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to the calendar. Today, we lost 174.61 on this account. We lost 99.87 on this one, 102.12 on this one, 99.87 on this one, and 99.87 on this one. And basically, the only thing that I did well was manage my risk. I did enter some quality trades, but as you all saw, those trades did not go well. Today we had no news. So moving forward, I am thinking about not trading on days without any red folder news. only because it's been pretty apparent that if there's no news, price is very choppy, or price moves differently, basically, right? So there's no volatility. So that's basically my reasoning to kind of skip days where there is no red folder news. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday of this week, we do have news. So there's going to be a lot of landmines, a lot of volatility. Basically, I see that as opportunities to trade. So that's what we're going to do. And yeah, let me know in the comments below how y'all did today. Subscribe to join me on my journey to 100K. It's been pretty difficult, I'm not gonna lie. Psychologically, it's been pretty rough because I've been losing a lot the past couple months. So hopefully I'll be able to get back on track. I'm working towards just taking one trade a day and just calling it, because mentally it's been pretty draining. So let me know if y'all share the same sentiment, and I will catch y'all tomorrow.